Hey everybody, Lev Farmer 73, and today we are going to be reviewing the Jackery 1000 V2, the next edition for 2024. Let's check it out. Introducing the Jackery 1000 V2. Let's go ahead and get it unboxed. See what's in the box. AC power cord. Manual instructions and warranty. And the Jackery 1000 itself. You can see behind me I got my old favorite trusty Jackery 500. I got the Jackery 240 over here. Some of my old time favorites. And now we got the Jackery 1000 V2. So what we're going to do before we do anything else, let's get it charged up to 100% first. Let's cut it on and see where we are. So you see we're only at 29%. So we're going to go ahead and plug that up and get that charged. Oh yeah, now we're getting a good charge. Okay, so while it's charging right now, let's talk about the unit for a minute. It has a 1070 watt-hour LiFePO battery that can cycle, remember, full cycle, 4,000 full cycles, all the way down to 70%. That means you can cycle this from 0 to 100 4,000 times, and then after that, it can still hold 70% of its battery capacity. I needed to get that clear because a lot of people think after you cycle it 4,000 times, just using it, it will be over and done with. But no, after 4,000 full cycles, full 0 to 100, then you still can hold the capacity up to 70% of the LiFePO battery. So it's still good. It just is not as powerful as it used to be when it was brand new, just like your cell phone, right? Now let's talk about some of the features we have here. We got your 12 volt 10 amp car port. We got your on off power button. We have your color LCD screen. We have your on off light button. You push that, light comes on. It has another setting and one more setting, SOS. We have our USB-C port at 30 watts, USB-C port at 100 watts. Now, before we go into the USB-A port, let's talk about the USB-C 30 watt versus the 100 watt. Now, when it comes to the USB-C port, one being 30 watts and one being 100 watts, I know a lot of people is like, why would you bother making one of the USB-C ports only 30 watts? There are certain things that are changing now in technology, like a flashlight, for instance. Some flashlights, they will not take a 100 watt charge at all. They're only going to sit around there in the 30 to 15 watt rating to recharge. I literally have a camera light right here that will only take a 30 and below. So that's excellent. A lot of people are wondering about the 30 watt USB-C port, and that's pretty much what that's for. That's for those trickle charges. Everything does not need a 100 watt charge, and the 100 watt charge, that's when you're talking about charging up your laptop, your iPad, things of that nature. So I just wanted to talk about that for a quick second. Moving on, we have our DC USB port to cut the USB ports on and off. Let's just leave that on. You can see it on the screen here. Now we have our AC on and off button, on and off, and you can see that depicted up here on the screen. And we have three AC 1500 AC, and here we have three AC 1500 watt with a 3000 watt surge with a pure sine wave inverter right there. Now that is excellent. I like that they did the 3 ports instead of just the one like the old Jackery 500. Here we have our AC power import, and right now we're charging. And here we have our DC barrel plug solar input. Hey, you guys remember the old Jackeries with this handle here? Well, not anymore. This was not bad, but it was in the way. So now they do have the foldable handle with a soft grip underneath. That's some kind of silicone or rubberized grip that feels good on the hand. Now, you don't have to worry about that hurting your hand at all because this thing only weighs like 23 pounds. So the Jackery 1000 V2 does support bypass charging. So that means you could be charging this while you're charging something else or using an appliance. So that's what we're going to do right now. The old meets the new. We're going to charge the old Jackery 500 with the new Jackery 1000. Just to show you, while it's charging, mind you. We are taking an instant charge. That's bringing in 81 watts. Ain't it a difference between what we can bring in now? The Jackery 1000 was bringing in almost 800 watts. And it's a 1000 watts, meaning it could be charged in a little over an hour, where our older counterpart is only bringing in 82 watts, and it's a 500 watts. That's over 5 hours. Jackery come a long way. All right, let's up the stakes a little bit. While that's charging the Jackery 500 through the DC port, let's try to charge the Jackery 1000 Plus through its AC port. Let's try that. There we go. Now I know I'm down around 70. There we go, 75%. Now we're about to take in a charge. We are bringing in, so far, wow, it's going up. 588 watts, 722 watts, 863 watts. Well, we're using 1105 coming from the Jackery 1000 V2. We're up to, okay, it went back down for a second, maybe because we're all the way up to 75%. But it is handling it with no problem. Okay, I want to run a quick test. So far, we have it running through the pass-by mode, which is working great. But I want to see what will happen with the Jackery 1000 V2 if we just unplug its AC cord from the wall. So I'm just going to yank that cord. I'm going to yank it, then we're going to go straight to the screen. Okay, plug right here. Let's see. Now it should start taking a charge directly from the Jackery 1000 V2. So that there it ramped up. Now it's outputting almost 1,000 watts. It didn't lose a beat. It did not lose a beat. The fans came on, but you can't even hear them. That's a big change because I remember the Jackery 500, you could hear those fans a little bit. It was quiet, but not this quiet. So we're still bringing in over 700 watts going into the Jackery 1000 Explorer Plus. And look, it just dropped down to 99%. That's all right. Now I want to show you the Jackery 1000 V2 is at 100%. So all of the power that's going into the Jackery 1000 Plus is coming directly from the wall, from the AC cord. So right now it's using its pass-by mode. So as you can see, when we unplugged it from the wall, didn't miss a beat. Never interrupted it at all. It just switched from the AC port straight into the Jackery 1000 using the bypass mode. So if you had a computer hooked up or your modem, if you had a blackout, this would take over immediately. The Jackery 1000 V2 is on sale right now. The regular price is, look in the description box below the video. Sale price, if you get it now, is, look in the description box below the video. So right now, with Jackery having their big sale going on, this is the time to get in with it if you're interested. So if you have any questions whatsoever about the Jackery Explorer 1000 V2, please put it in the comments below, and I or Jackery will get back to you as soon as possible. Live Farmer 73, I love you, and I'm out. Shout out to Jackery for sending me out the Jackery 1000 Explorer V2 for a review. Appreciate it. Live Farmer 73. I love all y'all, and I'm out. Peace.